it's just incredible that we're still having this conversation in 2021. And I'm 50 next year, and it's so bloody frustrating that we're still having these conversations. It's like, I really thought in my lifetime I'd see real significant change.
I'm really delighted we have such an exciting group of people to speak today about our topic, and I'm also really excited that we have both Katie, who is one of the other steering board members for the UK Tech Cluster Group, to be with us, who I can lumber with all the difficult questions, and that we have our colleagues Bo and Sarah from Technology One with us, who are the main partner for this piece of work. So it's great that T1 have seen the value of leading on this thought leadership piece around how we can build back our economy in a new and better way, and particularly around the theme for today around diversity and inclusion, how important that is. So I'm really super pleased that we have them with us.
The impact on women is huge, and it would be great to get something across to the government on this, because we found out yesterday they're planning to suspend the gender pay gap legislation for the second year in a row, meaning that companies aren't going to be required to report on their gender pay gap again, putting that to COVID. But actually that's a catch-22, because that's the only way to continue to push that agenda and create accountability at this time of COVID. So it's a timely conversation. We need to do something about it. The government is going the other way, so we either need to turn them around, or we need to kind of create a big movement of our own and change things.
So I've been running our Startup Academy. It's only been running for a year. It was a relatively sort of informal support prior to me coming onto the Tramshed Tech team. So I've run my Startup Academy 3 times. And it's not just focused on tech startups. It is wider. We've got some regional funding through the ERDF. So it's kind of the West Wales and the Valleys, and then East Wales funding. So it's open to everybody. And what I have seen, it was literally the last one. We had 10 people, 50-50 split, 5 men, 5 women. All the women were doing retail and hospitality businesses, and all the men were doing tech and digital. And that was just who had applied for the programme. And that was one of the things which made me want to start the Be the Change event series, because we work so much. Tramshed, we're very much kind of relationship managers. We sit in the middle of like the tech ecosystem in South Wales, and we sort of link people together. And we were doing that with, different individuals and different change-making groups, but each one of them was working in isolation. So you had Warrior Women, which was doing brilliantly. You had Women Tech, which is working brilliantly. And each one of them had their own strand, their own program, supporting female founders, supporting females in tech. But they weren't working together, and they weren't working sort of intersectionally across all of the different protected characteristics. So that's what we try to do. So for us now, our aim is not necessarily to be the ones running the programs and running the kind of investment programs, running the female-led startup academies, but to be supporting those who are already doing it and making the work that they're doing more accessible and more well-known.
I'm from Technology One, and we've been sponsoring the UK Tech Cluster Group Roadmap to Recovery. And as part of the activity, we've done a series of these roundtables. In fact, this is one of the last ones, with the sole purpose of, creating interesting content. And I just wanted, I don't normally butt in, and this is the first one I have done, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for being such a great bunch of intelligent, funny, and inspirational women. And this has definitely been my favourite roundtable so far. And also, I'm in marketing. Marketing is a very female-heavy department. But you've kind of you validated my role a little bit today, because I've worked in B2B tech for over 20 years, and I've never considered myself a woman in tech. And so I want to thank you for making me feel like one today. But thank you for your time, and I thought it was really, really fascinating, and I cannot wait to push this content out. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bo, and thanks to everybody for participating and contributing today. You're all awesome.